Hello and welcome back to the STB Racing League here for the Season 25 Italian Grand Prix. Here we are, in not too far away from, I believe, Milan. I think it's Milan is the closest city to it. Here we are at the Temple of Speed. Here we are for the end of qualifying. Got some people starting their laps. Kyra is 10th down actually to Valdez lap time, so that's him done. Malloy's actually improved, didn't see that. Well, so that's in the stream. Look, Danny. Sit on board with him. I think he's just done his lap anyway. Never mind. He's on board with Callum. See what we can do. See if we can get close to Kyra. Get through the first sector, see what his first sector delta is. I believe it's around sort of like 28 seconds is the first sector. No, 26, and he's half a tenth down. Going in, I think he just clipped the grass slightly there, just to settle the rear. Maybe it was a bit of lag, I don't know. Through Lesmo one. Nicely done there. No dramatic moments. Oh, that's his lag. Oh, never mind. Yeah, nice. Not quite Mendes into that at Silverstone, but it's close to that. He's 12 thousandths up, but it's not enough. He needs to find just under a tenth in this last sector. He's got an Aston Martin in front of him going quite slowly. Heyman has retired. That's on track. It's on track. There's now Merrick's in front of him, but he might just be out of the way just in time. Obviously the flag is out. Dalima goes P4. And Callum, it's not enough. It's 14 thousandths of a second. It's also for Lippe. He hasn't even set a lap time yet. Many people haven't even set lap times. I mean, some are not actually attempting to do lap times, and others are just haven't been able. I've never seen anyone lift on the exit of the parabolic before. That's new. This is tier 2, not tier 3. Don't lift on exit at corners. Unless you're losing the rear. That was just, I don't know. Only P8 for him, considering only about 12 people did lap times. Yeah, and that is your grid then. It's 14,000 seconds. The top three. Oh, Toby did set lap time. I didn't see that. Half a second splits the top three. Half a second? Half a tenth. What am I on about? Splits the top three there. Dark in P4. Dilemma is in P5. Danny P6. Halifax P7. Rosso Felipe in P8. Darax in P9. Maldi round off the top 10. Hussein Higazoi. P11 for him, Kaya P12. SMK Toman returning to the league after about a couple of years out. Abraham Yavuz P49 lap time for Sleep Move as well. Kaylee Emir A and Ya Santiago. Emir Chetin is not racing, so it's Emir A is the other driver. But there's two Emirs in this tier. And for people who are watching, if there's only one person, I don't really care. Darkin, who is currently the championship leader, is leading Joey by 22 points. Joey is not racing today. I'm not sure if that's directly translates into the what happened last week in Belgium, or whether he just can't race today. But if it is because he's actually got a qualifying disqualification, because there never really was official announcement on it in the end, but he's not racing anyway, so I kind of sorts that out anyway. So Darkin, regardless, doesn't matter obviously because Joey's not racing. Darkin just needs to get a P8 to clinch that title with a race to go. Because 22 points is the gap. If he gets 4 points, that puts him on 26, and I would believe he has the wins over him as well. Actually, that's true, because if that's his lap... Well, I'm going to try and quickly check who's got more wins, because that will just confirm it. I'm not going as yet. So, driver standings. Crap. Not on there. So, he won. Joey won that race. Joey won last week. So Darkin's got 3 wins. Joey has 4, so yeah. Darkin does have it on wins. Actually, because the gap's 22 points. I don't think technically 8th place is actually enough. I think it might be P7, but we'll see. It's 5 lights for the drivers above now. It's lights out and away we go. And there's a safety car. Safety car, safety car, safety car. Safety car, safety car. Bug as usual. Oh, it never ever ever happens. It always happens in tier 2 for some reason. I don't know why. Almost does. Don't know why is the thing. I mean, no issues have happened. Keep my arm mounted. Let's see what he does. Make sure he doesn't do anything that might indicate a restart of any kind. But for now, I think we tend to just let it go. But that's a shame because it removes that sort of hecticness of the lap 1, which is always quite interesting around Monza, especially. Everyone's just kind of go side by side. Everyone's trying to figure themselves out. You know what I mean? It's just one of those. I don't know why. I don't know why it's caused things. This is why I want the next game, because there's just too many things that is wrong that should just not. Why the game even does this? I don't know. I don't know what makes the game think. Yes, we will get safety cars out as soon as the lights go out. Like, you've got to code that. You've got to implement that into the game to make it do that. It shouldn't just do it. Something's got to ask the game to do that. So how they've done that, I do not know. We've got Codemasters here, and EA is not a good combination. But I really don't know what causes these. I just want to go on the next game because there's too many bugs in this game. Too many bugs that I've never experienced in any other games before. It's not giving. It's not giving. I wonder if anyone's going to make a cheeky pit stop, but I don't think it's really worth it anyway. It's not like you can make it. You can't really make the Haas do 26 laps. Not gonna lie. So yeah, we're going to catch up to the safety car here. That's a shame. But we were all on. We effectively get a rolling start. I can't remember if this happened in Belgium or not. Yeah, I don't think that the host, me, being the spectator, actually helped. I'm not sure if that's the sole reason for it, because I don't remember having it in Tier 1. Because obviously I raced in Tier 1. Yeah, not exciting. It's not the start I really wanted for the day before the anniversary of STB for 10 years. It is tomorrow. It'll be exactly 10 years from the first race in Bahrain. Back in 2014 on the F1 2013 game. Obviously, now it's been there since the very start. I've had a few other people, I think. Side Effects was one of the drivers. I think he was either season 2 or was here in season 1 as well. I joined in season 9, which was 7 years ago almost. So I guess I've been here. I guess I say I've been making a part in it. But here we go, ready for the restart. Kyra will manage it. He's done it been very, very good on his stability. Nothing too erratic. All what everyone else behind is what they're causing. For the pace, keeping his tyre temperatures. Side Effects was calling to let him back past apparently, or maybe gain a position off the start before it really kicked in under terms of the safety car. But I don't think Felipe is going to be looking at his phone a lap before the safety car comes in, to be honest. When does Callum go? He's gone. He's gone now out of Parabolica. Now the race starts. And it's a shocking restart for Callum. It's a restart reaction of an absolute pig in blankets. Here comes Toby. He's got using all the over. Is he making those be careful? Doesn't hit the Williams. This is very easy to do so. This is how I really got tuck out one race before when mentioned what league. As Dilemma's now fighting with, I think, Mercedes and now Darkin. It's all over the back of Toby. Sorry, Toby's still over the back of Callum. Side by side. And nothing done there. As Toman has now lost multiple places. Not sure what happened to him on the hard tyres. Hard tyres not recommended. I think Santiago's gone on the hards just to give him more challenge and Just keep his options open, and he's out. He's out. He's crashed out on his return to the league. That's a push the button. That is. That's not because I don't know. I don't know what's actually caused him to do that. Whether it's an incident, but he's just retired on his own. So that's a bit of a shame, to be honest. But we continue. No safety car. I hope so anyway. Sound effects now looking to try and get his position back on Felipe. Felipe's going to block the line. Oh, it's 3 wide into Parabolica almost. As the Alfa Romeo of Dilemma tries to hold off the rubber, but the Red Bulls just shoved him off the circuit. And now the side by side, it's 3 wide. The Red Bulls in the middle. Is this going to cause absolute mayhem? The Red Bull to Alfa Romeo hasn't got the straight line speed. Look at why is he so slow in the straights? What downforce is he using? He's getting gobbled up. He's going to have a switchback of dreams. He's going to make a double overtake on exit. Fair enough. But this is when his top down speed is not very good. Now he's just getting absolutely mowed down the straight. Oh, a bit of a collisions there between the Alpine and the Haas, and they've managed to make it through without any more collisions. That's STB Meldy. And now Dilemma's getting involved in stuff that he should not be wanting to get into, but he's running ridiculously high wings. Everyone's just breezing past him. Is he running a default setup or something? Because he's just dropping like a fly right now. He's kind of got so much speed in the corners, but no chance. But he's barely even hitting 200 miles an hour. Scale back on with Toby and Kara. No DRS yet. DRS has now been enabled, so you won't get it until down underneath the old oval layout until we go through there. Straight down there, down the hill. As Santiago's out. There's been a crash. It's been involved with Hussein Kazoi. That's one way to get the tier 1 champion, tier 1 title contender out of the race. That's him out. That stopped any him trying to go for the race. That's his fun. He's only here for fun, and that's what's happened. I mean, I guess it won't be too, but let's go on a full safety car. Great. And he's got a 5-second time penalty. That's Hassan Kazoi. Fucking going yellow flags, I assume, on Kaylee. Oh, and he's got what is going on there? Now Kaylee's been putting the barriers. Yeah, and he's got a 5-second time penalty for collision with Hassan Kazoi. I mean, oh no, I mean, Kaylee's, well, bottom of tier 3. Just we're getting everyone in. We'll go for the list again. Tier 2, tier 1, tier 2, tier 2, tier 2. He did a bit of tier 1, but can be tier 2 as well. Tier 2, tier 3, tier 2, tier 3, tier 2. Is Sleek's tier 1? I don't remember, to be honest. I can't remember. I see him half the time. Tier 2, tier 2, tier 2, tier 2, tier 3, tier 1, and tier 2. That's obviously SMK. Toman. And Joe Snow has joined the session. He's lap 6. And Toby's got a 5-second time penalty for speeding the pit lane. That's a slap in the face there. Why? It's not worth the risk. I mean, in the next game, I'm not sure whether anything's changing when it comes to this, but obviously I can't say much because I played the beta. But it's something people need to get. You need to adjust, because you can't keep speeding in the pit lane like this. I mean, especially under a safety car. I mean, you're under no pressure to go into the pit lane at any extra speed. Kaylee, I'm just ignored because she had no front wing, and well, I don't know if he even knows you have to put the limiter on, to be honest. But it's just, I mean, yeah, I do it myself, but it's the same goes to me and everyone else. Especially into the safety car, you need to get the car, just get the car into the pit lane. Nice and easy. There's no point trying to brake as late as possible. I mean, it's not like he's going to lose a place unless somebody's right up his arse and he messes up the pit lane turning. But no, it's a silly mistake. if it was under full racing conditions, green flags, then I could go, yeah, fair enough, it's a fast entry to the pit lane. But under a safety car, it's a bad thing. And I think these guys, top 5, have not taken notice of the Tier 1 race yesterday, where being out on the mediums during a safety car in this sort of period of time is not a good idea. But I think it's a bit earlier this time than it was yesterday in Tier 1. Tier 1, the safety car came out around lap 9, I think it was around lap 8, lap 9. The safety car's here about 3 laps earlier, so I can understand why people want to stay out on the mediums. Just because they don't think the hards will make it, but I just still think the hards is the best way to get to the end of this race. But I think track position is a little bit more important in Tier 2 than it is in Tier 1, just because of the pace. Spread is a little bit more, I believe, in Tier 2 than Tier 1. Tier 1, I mean, the whole grid can be literally 10 people be in one massive train. Everyone's got the same pace. No one can overtake. But one of them has pitted. I believe it was Dan Emmett, has pitted for medium, but he's just screwed himself over. I don't know. But then again, I think he was down there anyway. But yeah, for anyone else watching, Darkin needs to get at least a P8. But I'm not sure what's going on because we didn't update the points yet. But the point gap should be 22 points. But I just realised, I believe Joey has more wins because he won last week in Belgium. Darkin, I think, has 1 or 2 less wins than him. So I generally think Darkin needs 7th to confirm the championship. Now I already said 8, but you've got to include the fastest lap. That's 26 points. So I think he needs at least a P7 to get this championship because Joey's not racing today. He needs a P7. That's all he needs. Does the Mercedes driver. P7 is all he needs to become Tier 2 champion. And the safety car's in this lap. That is a very late call. Just like it happened, I believe, in Tier 1. It was a super late call because the last car just caught up. And now he's gone. He's actually caught himself napping. Danny's got a great restart. Look at him go. He's already made the move already. Kay was absolutely choked it. I mean, I can't understand why, because it was a very late call into the pit lane. It's not like Kay really had much to react to be honest. But he's lost a lot of time, and he might be down to P5 here, despite just leading not even 20 seconds ago. Now side by side with F1 Toby, he's the first of the hard runners. Toby needs to keep on check of his wings, his mirrors as well, because he's got a flying McLaren. As a Red Bull almost goes into the back of the McLaren, you've got to forget, you can't brake at your optimal points in the easiest conditions. You have to brake earlier. And there's some collisions happening back here. I believe it's Hussein Kazoi's involved in some stuff, and that's just him going through. But Kaylee's dropped all the way down into last place. Dana's down there as well. Excuse me. As Kyo does bits of side effects. Sleep Mover down to P8. Bit of scuffle. Doc is down to P8. Around the outside goes Rebel Driver. That's not going to work. He's going to push him off. No, that's close for the championship contender. Felipe really sticking his elbows out. I think he wouldn't even maybe off the circuit there. Matter of review, it's almost 3 wide now. This midfield battle is more interesting than the leading battle. As now Kyo and side effects are now side by side. Kyo's got the inside move. He's got it done. Up the inside. Let's go back on these leaders now. Kyo is getting the move. He's got a bit better, seems a bit better straight line speed than Maldi. Maldi's looking to go back up the inside. He's very confident on the brakes. ABS doing its job, giving the confidence he wants. Oh, and there's contact. He's being dragged round. Oh my God, what happened there? Because it looked like Maldi did not do anything wrong. Maldi was completely in line, and I believe Maldi's just been touched by, and it's actually caused incidents lower down in the grid that Maldi wasn't even near. And it was Kyo, wasn't it? It was Kyo who was fighting. So Kyo was actually putting himself in that issue. I think Kyo, I believe, really, I think caused that. Because Maldi didn't seem to do anything wrong. It just seemed like it was a collision. That was not Maldi's fault. But wow, luckily for Maldi, it's not costing him too much. He just needs to get back within DRS of Toby to help him drag along, try and stay away from Darkin. But is Maldi a Darkin supporter? Is he a Jerry supporter? That's the thing. But no, Maldi's not gonna. He's not gonna stay here for long. He'll find himself in P13 by the end of this race, for sure. Back on now with Danny. Daleks has already used all of his overtake. Here comes Danny down the inside. Oh, and the Haas turns in, and the Haas takes the escape road, and he's got a 5-second time penalty for it. Daleks will complain that he deserved to give space, but the problem is Daleks has to pit. He has to serve that penalty. So, unfortunately for him, he has to take it. That's just a shot in the back. There's nothing you can do about that. That's just the game doing what it needs to do. I mean, he has gained a position. If I was him, if he didn't get a penalty, I would have given the place back. But the penalty's there. There's nothing to do about it. And he will, unfortunately, be taken in the pits. So when he pits in about 5 laps time or so, if he does go for the soft tyres, he will have to serve that, which will make Danny inherit the lead. But don't be careful thinking that, because obviously these medium hard runners do not need. Oh, there's a collision, and he's out. Dereks is out. There's a massive crash. I don't know who that caused. I just saw Haas. I didn't actually know who was next to, and the safety car is out. I don't know what exactly caused it. I just saw Haas go straight into the side of the barriers. He could get contact with somebody, but that camera angle was only there for about a couple of seconds. I didn't see who it was with. And Emma's already got a drive-through. Oh, and there's a Red Bull out as well. Abraham Yevis is also out. How's he done that under the safety car? He's crashed himself under the safety car. How has he managed that? And everything happens. And these hard runners are all scampering into the pits now because they want to get rid of these tires now. They don't want to be sitting on these hards. They want to get back on a set of mediums if they have a fresh set. Some will go for hards. The medium runners will have to go for hards. They won't go softs because it's too early to go onto the softs. The hard runners will go onto the hards, and the medium runners will go back onto the hards, and the medium hard runners go back onto the mediums. But Kaylee has stayed out. Kaylee, who is not even, he's a back runner for Tier 3. I don't know if she's ever been under a safety car before. I don't know if she's ever been a lead of a safety car. She needs to get closer to it. I do not know if she's ever done a safety car before. She's just make sure she doesn't hit it. Because she is not even boss. She's bottom of Tier 3. And she's now leading this race. This is cool for carnage. This is carnage on a plate, is what this is giving. She just needs to not hit the safety car because she will get disqualified if she hits it. And Kaya has been disconnected. No surprises there. But Mendez and Kaya Internet are not exactly the greatest, to be honest. Don't actually why I did that, but I don't have it on an Xbox. I do have an Xbox. Well, I don't know. But it's what he's easy way of doing it. Dave's having to go and dig up money and try and scramble for him. Easy to do it through the game. Hussein has always gone for softs. I mean, he's not the greatest driver in the world anyway, but I don't know if they'll make it to the end, to be honest. It's a long way on those tyres, especially when he needs to catch up to the safety car. It's a long way to catch up. 45 seconds, 46, like a minute to catch up to the safety car. Kaylee leading the safety car is only going to cause mayhem. I'm watching for everyone watching. I don't know how would you go? How would you go? I don't know when she's going to call it, whether she's going to stick behind the safety car and just go when the game makes it go. As in, sometimes obviously the game will limit your speed. This generally is meant to bring a gap, but I don't think she probably will even do that. I would be hoping the safety car will come in this lap, but because the Ferrari is so far behind, I think it'll be another lap yet. But it is going to give absolute mayhem. I generally think, I'm predicting that the whole grid is going to be so thrown off by the way this restart's going to be done. I don't know, it might be fine. Oh, she's hit the safety car! I swear she hit the safety car. And she got multiple warnings. I swear to God, she hit the safety car. I swear. It looks close anyway, but it genuinely looked like she hit the safety car from that off-board camera. And that little glitch there was just Kaio getting back into his car. Which is good. Still lagging. Yeah, he's back into his car now. But, oh, that was close. That safety car bounced a bit through there. I wish there was an onboard camera for the safety car. Kazui might, you know, safety car's out another lap, so you probably will be able to catch up here. But when you're this far behind, you're better off pitting a lap later, because he's currently right now he's burning out these softs. I mean, for him, they may as well pit at the end of this lap for another set of tyres. Maybe a set of mediums. Maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe he's just burning these tyres out as a middle ground, just so he can put back onto the mediums or something. I think he might be able to go back onto the pits for mediums. He's not doing that. That's what I would have done, because he's not getting his tyres at the end. He is not getting his tyres at the end. He's burnt out his tyres already. Just catching up here. So yeah, that's the thing. If I was him, I'd have pitted for mediums if he had a fresh set available to him. And he's used both sets already. How's he already pitted 4 times? 3 times, sorry. How's he done that? There's only been 2 safety cars. Well, 3 if you include the one on lap 1. But he didn't pit under that one. So tell me that one. Right. Now it is the safety car will come in at the end of this lap. He's ready for absolute carnage. It's gonna make the whole lobby fold into 15 pieces. I don't know how you fold things, make it go into pieces, but yeah, the terminology is not very good. Right. Here we go. Safety car is in this lap. How will Kaylee manage this? She's basically flooring it, I believe. She's not giving any gap here. She's lifted off a little bit. A very fast restart, as I was predicting. At least it's consistent. It's not like she's doing anything to wrong. She's gone for nice. She's slowing it down a little bit here. Oh, yeah, I'll give it to her. Give it to her. She's doing nicely. Yeah, she's trying in the pack. Now she's gone. And Callum has reacted very well here. Kaylee doesn't know what the overtake button is, unfortunately. And she's already getting swarmed. She's already dropped down to P6, and she's almost lost already. McLaren made contact with the Alpine. That's Maldi and Sleek. Whether there was collision, Maldi's gone back into the barriers. I don't know what happened there with the polystyrene balls, but carnage is happening. And Kaylee's already down to last place. It didn't even take her 3 corners to drop from first to last. Now, Sidefax and Kaio are now battling it out here. Kaio probably with a little bit of dodgy internet. Looking a bit jittery. As we've already devised dilemma. I didn't even get any desync. Here comes Sidefax on Philippe. Philippe seems to be running a bit higher wings. Up the inside. Oh, he's turned on side effects. He's just to that. Okay, no, that's just not allowed. That's disgraceful. You can't just swipe on something like that, especially when they're side by side. Now, side effects is lost to his other Brazilian of Kaio. Whether that's Brazilian brotherhoods going on or something, I don't know. But Kaio's had a terrible exit. Kaio's actually run out of battery already. It's actually, he's just run out of deployment, not because he's actually run out of ERS. He used up the deployment for that lap. Toby's not up the inside of Sleep Mover, up into P4. These guys are back onto the mediums. Obviously, Danny and Kaio have to go on the hards. These softs, the hards and the mediums are very, very close in terms of pace. There's not much in them. But the hards, I think, just have that extra couple of laps of life, which might help them in the last couple of laps of this race. Just because it is still quite a bit away on these mediums. And saying that, please take a time penalty. After everything what happens on the first lap of that restart, Maldi's already got a 3-second deficit to the car in front. And now he's going to get gobbled up by his Brazilian drivers. Actually, he's pushing Maldi along. This is not NASCAR. He's going for everything now. Unless he's going to push him again. It's just going to be a push. No, he's going for it. Around the outside. Oh, it's 3 wide almost. I don't know what. Kaya was there. I didn't even know he was there. DRS has been enabled. We won't get down this straight. Toby sets the fastest lap of the race under all this slipstream. Not close enough to really make a move on the Williams driver. This camera angle is just too far away. It's like it's in the middle of turn 3. I need a camera angle. It's actually turn 1. Oh, and there's 2 cars have gone off. It's a Red Bull and a Mercedes, Alpine, and it was Maldi and Philippe. No, it was Side Effects, and Side Effects just put him into the barriers. I mean, that's kind of karma, I'm not going to lie. And he's supposed to set the track. That's another 5-second time penalty right there. Yeah, I don't think Side Effects done it. To be honest, I don't think Philippe's ready to be in the cleanest driver chance. He's been doing stuff he shouldn't be doing. Because, yeah. I mean, it completely sliced off, who was it earlier? It was Maldi, wasn't it? Was it Maldi? Or was it Side Effects? It was Side Effects, wasn't it? So, Felipe did completely cut off Side Effects into Ascari. And it's just caused stuff to happen. Sleep Move is still trying to get back on Toby here. Now the Maldi and Kaio and Dynamic continue to fight here. Here comes Kaio, having a bit of luck, but nothing to do as yet. Oh! Right, okay. Right. This is not what I want to say. The virtual safety car has been done out, I think. Might be some questions asked at the end of this race. Fortunately for Side Effects, he kind of caused himself to retire there. Well, back racing we go then. Not something we want to be able to see. It's very, very rare to see this. But I think I can see why Side Effects is annoyed. But I don't know what happened with the initial collision. But I think this is emotions taking over. And they both kind of react. Seems one reacts and then the other one reacts. It just happens. This is not necessarily the cleanliness of the drivers. This is more... I think this is a bit more personal than that. I think it's not like they are dirty drivers. They're just both obviously very, very mad at each other. There's a difference between dirty drivers and pissed off drivers. And I think that was pissed off drivers right there. I'm talking about pissed off drivers. Oh, and the McLaren hits the back of the Mercedes. That Sleek Mover having a bit of contact with Danny there. That's what happens when you're right behind somebody going into a braking zone. You have to lift off early into those sort of situations, unless you're going to make a overtake. Because as soon as that car hits the brakes in front, you're just going to slam into the back of them. Obviously, we've still got his time penalty. Whether it's one that can be removed, I do not know. Maybe he got pushed off a corner. Maybe you want to get him moved or something like that. Moya flags. It's Kaylee. I don't know what she's doing. And she's got herself beached. Lovely. Oh, Moya flags. Danny! Danny's gone. He's lost an end plate. And that's Danny's race done. Whether he wants to continue with the wing damage, I mean, it's Monza, it's not necessarily significant. But if it's too bad to really race on, it might pit. But for him right now, there's no point pitting, but he is going to pit anyway. But fortunately, when you've pitted, that's it. You've committed basically to no points. And Felipe's still racing with no front wing. Why is he still out here with no front wing? Okay, now he's coming to the pits, but it's been out with no front wing for a good couple of laps. Unless it was last lap. I don't know, if it was a last lap, then that was the longest lap of my life. Sleep Movers up into P2. McLaren at 1-2 now. And Dilemma has done the switchback on Coyote. Very nicely done by the Spanish driver. Now he's got Hussein Kazoi back. Kazoi's had a bit of a moment, I believe, unless there's some collisions going on. Okay, continues to look back for now. These hards will slowly start to come into play around in a few laps' time. Unfortunately, this guy's a bit too far back from the top 5. At the moment, Darkin is champion at this moment in time. He is on for the crown. Toby's lights flashing away. He's really having to use the overtake to try and keep up the McLarens here. Oh, big gas to say. Come on. As long as I can give him right now. Oh, that looked a bit of a wobble there by Kara. He needs to be careful because he's just lost DRS on the top 3. He's managed to get back within it just about before the detection point. So he's managed to, oh, he's seen that, managed to recover it. He's made a mistake. And that's going to allow Darkin to go through. So easy move for him. And the Ferrari's gone. Hussein Kazui. He's gone again. He's lost his front wing. But have we run out of safety cars? I generally think we've run out of safety cars. Because we've had 2 virtuals. And we've had 3 main safety cars. I generally think we've run out of safety cars. Because of the game, I'm pretty sure the game limits you to 5. I'm almost certain it does. Maybe that's virtuals or safety cars. I generally think that we've run out of safety cars here. Because obviously the safety car lap 1, then one around lap 5, then another one around lap 12, 11. Then we had another virtual safety car, I'm pretty sure somewhere around those 3 safety cars. Then we had another virtual safety car just not long ago. So that's 5 safety cars. And he's gone for the fastest lap up into P9. But now he's 20 seconds behind the next car in front, which is Maldi. That is the problem. And he's not going to gain 20 seconds. Oh, Callum's lagging. He's got some Brazilians net. As Hussein Kazoi has just pitted. Or teleporting. Now Felipe goes and takes it away from Danny. So Danny's now fuming because I've lost the whole reason why. Yeah, I just mentioned that. I just seen your comment. Pichan Chankala. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. But yeah, we've had the 5 safety cars. I believe that's so. Yeah, 5 safety cars is the limit. I think pretty sure in the game. I think we've had 2 virtuals and 3 mean safety cars. It's just so anyone now, you can't afford any mistakes now because there's no way of getting it back regardless. And there's Dilemma with his 50-50 wings. Oh, he brakes so late because of the high wings. But I don't know why he's using so high wings. It's Maldi, Kayo. Up the inside goes to Alpine, gets the position done. Dalla trying to go around the outside it, but he's going to be squeezed off. But he holds it around the outside, his downforce is going to help. Oh, and he cuts off Kayo, and Kayo has managed to hold it. Here it comes, and like a dynamic, not going to stand a chance. And Felipe's got a 10-second time penalty and retires. Is he just taking out Kaylee? He's just taking out. He's just taking out Kaylee. That's a lead ban now. Kaylee, I think's lost her foot. No, she hasn't lost her foot wing. She has got damage. Yeah, that's a race ban. Sorry, not a race ban. That's a lead ban. You can't be doing that. Why? I don't know why he's taking out another driver. Whether it's an instant between them two. There comes Maldi up the inside of Kai. Bit of collisions. Okay, side by side again into the second chicane. I can never remember this. This the name of this second chicane. Here comes Dynamo again with his super high wings. He's just bugging these guys through the corners. Oh, there's a collision! Ah, they're in the barriers. That's it. Race done now. Maldi's going to run away with this P6 now. I knew the high downforce would kick in at some point. Yeah, I'd say he's running way too high wings. He's running at least about 30. And Maldi, I don't know what line that was. But certainly was not normal. But yeah, Stallman's race done. And Stallman's actually not picked up any damage. I think he was just bottomed out on the grass. But Kayo hasn't been actually any damage, nothing major. I know we have reduced damage on, but none of them have picked up anything major. So their race is not effectively over, but it's definitely gone, especially for Kayo. And Callum has taken the lead back off Sleep Mover. We have got 4 laps to go. It looks like he's having a bit of a sniff into this next sequence of corners. Into Lesmo 1. There you go. We are for last 4 laps of this race. Unfortunately, the race has not gone as well as I planned. I think there's been a lot of issues. I think Monza's just one of those tracks where if anything's going to steer it up, it's going to be Monza. Everyone wants to do well at Monza because it's effectively the least track in terms of skill kind of effects pace wise. It's the least affected by skill, I'd like to say. Not many corners. It's mostly straights. More yellow flag looks happening here. Oh, and Sleep Mover's lost it. He's kept it on. He's kept it going, but he's obviously had a mistake. Always had a moment. Always been a bit of contact, but that is him definitely out of the podium now. And now Kyra and Darkin are now side by side. Darkin is still fighting this, but he doesn't want to fight to the last thing you want is Darkin to be in the barriers and then to lose it next week. He needs to keep it clean here. There's nothing that should tell him to. He needs. Yes, he probably still wants the podium, but right now that should not be his top priority. What he needs to do is just finish this race in the top 7. That's all he needs. That's what he needs to do. Then in the last race, then yes, have a bit of a play around, enjoy your last race. But right now, the last thing he wants is to fight somebody for a podium that she doesn't actually need to fight for, just to be retired and then end up losing it to next week. Yes, he will still have a 17-point lead, but Joey will be racing, so he can pick the points off him, as if Joey does actually race the last race. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Felipe. I generally don't know. I know we saw the collision with Felipe's side effects into Ascari initially. And then obviously they had the collision after, but whether there's something that was already happening then, I don't know. And obviously that's gone from there, but then Felipe, something's happened to him and Keeley. Not sure why. I mean, obviously, if Felipe's probably took something the wrong way with Keeley, because Keeley's, she ain't there. She's just obviously not. She's not. Obviously very. In terms of actually generally just. There's another word for it, but she's not very good. Like, she's bottom of tier 3. Yeah, if something she does that might seem like she's doing something, she isn't. She's just. That's just the way she drives, as in her ability. There's nothing she's trying to do to intimidate Felipe at all. Kaylee's just trying to mind her own business. If she's doing something, then it's completely unintentional. Dynamics is the fastest of the race. That's quite surprising considering he's running like 30-something wings. I mean, yeah, he's got the fast. He does have a few faster tyres than. I used to the fast lap before. I can't actually remember, to be honest. I believe it was Hussein Kazoy. Yep. On to the last lap now, though. Toby is going to take the victory off Callum. Toby still has 65% battery. Callum, well, you may as well just say nothing. Callum Toby's going to use a bit down here, but he doesn't want to use too much because, well, it's not necessarily a place where it's going to affect any fight from Callum. But he sure definitely will need it. Down in this next DRS straight and down into Lesmo, into the Pyrogardica, sorry. This is the Lesmo corners now. This is the gap, 7/10. Bit more overtake abuse there, but I think he has the gap. Callum just does not have the ERS to do anything to reply back from this. Toby has managed this perfectly. I think he's going to get his victory. The only way he can lose is now if he absolutely bottles it into Parabolica, but I think he's got this win in the bag. Yeah, he has. He's nailed that. He's nailed the strategy. He's nailed his management. Darkin's looking very close to the back of Callum, but I think it might be P3 for Darkin. Toby wins the Italian Grand Prix, Callum P2, but the main thing is that Dark Engineer is your Tier 2 Season 25 champion. He is the 25th second Tier 2 world champion. That's a lie because there hasn't always been multiple tiers. But that is one of many of the Tier 2 who will add him to the list of champions. Your results also behind him is Kyra in P4, Sleepmove in P5, Maldi picks up P6, Danny will be P7 after all of that, Kaio P8 after all that carnage, Dilemma after running Monaco Wings will unfortunately be down to P10 provisionally, but I think something with Hossein Kazooie, something's going to happen. I think he's going to get a penalty from what I've been heard. And Emirates A, I don't think I've even seen him all race. P11. So yeah, that is Darkin's first championship in STB. Been a great season in other races. It's been a great season in few of the other races. Unfortunately, this race hasn't gone out the way I wanted it to be. Still some good racing, but I think some personal opinions on each of the drivers I think has afflicted around. But the main thing is, Toby is your winner, but Darkin is your world champion. What a place to do it at Monza. I just noticed from that camera angle is that the track doesn't register until past half past the pit lane. It kind of just blank white background. But that is your final results then. For now, I think a lot might be changed by the end of this race. I think there could be a lot of penalties being dished out. Toby P1, Dark Allen P2, Darkin, your season 25 Tier 2 champion. First champion, I believe, that's coming confirmed. Oh, was Tier 3 already been confirmed? I don't actually know, to be honest. Sleek P5, Mardy P6, Danny P7, Dakar P8, Hussein Kazoi P9, Dan P10, Hamir A P11, Kaylee P12, and your DNFs were Verso Felipe. Whether he will continue to race it, I do not know. Side effects, Abraham Yavis, Dalex, Yak, Santiago with that collision with Hussein Kazui. And last was SNK Tayman, who unfortunately retired. But yeah, bit of an interesting one. But I'm just going to quickly check Tier 3 standings. Because obviously there hasn't been attended yet. I think the championship is still on, but I think it's on its last legs. If not, Salafax has already been announced as champion. I wish it was updated, the calendar, but I think that Tier 3 is still kind of happening, but I think it's going to be sorted by this race tomorrow. But obviously, Tier 1 still got a three-way battle for the championship, for sure. So that's still there for next week, so you don't want to miss that when you get to Bahrain. But tomorrow, when it comes to tomorrow, please come back for us then. I'm sure I hope it's be a better race tomorrow. Obviously, or if you don't want to watch that, come back for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Actually, should we have any interviews? Darkin can't speak, he's on PC. Yeah, I think I'll leave it out for. Yeah, Toby's on PC. I can't believe he finished second. Excellent. Anyway, we'll see you then tomorrow, and if not, Monday for the Tier 1 Bahrain Grand Prix. That's, I think, the biggest one. That's the main one you want to watch. Three-way battle with Jay Snowy. I can't even remember, to be honest. It's definitely Jay Snowy. Jay Snowy, Tharlo, and Sam. I believe it is out of it, or Sam's out of it. It's one of the two. Yeah, I think Sam's the one that's out of the championship fight, and Attila. So we'll see. But it's definitely between Tharlo and Jason Eric. So we'll come back for us then. I hope it'll be a great race. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.